Hello and welcome to the CDO magazine series. My name is Eleanor Treharne and I'm the CEO at Kensu, and I'm delighted today to be speaking with Pascale Assémat, the Chief Data Officer at La Poste. Pascale, thank you. A new tool and idea that's, gaining traction around, contextual monitoring is data observability. How do you understand, data observability as a topic?
Okay. When I talk about data observability here at La Poste, the first question that people ask me is, what's the difference between, they say, well, we do it already. I say, no, we don't do data observability. Then I say, wait, so what's the difference between data observability and data monitoring? Because we are doing data monitoring. We are monitoring our pipelines. I say, no. When you monitor your pipelines, first you monitor the pipeline. What I'm asking you to do with data observability is monitor what's inside the pipeline. So this is the first difference. Second, when we talk about data monitoring, it's like trying to find out what's wrong. Mm-hmm. But when you talk about data observability, it will tell you why it is wrong. Mm-hmm. So it will help you identify the root causes of the anomaly itself. And even with time, you can start detecting weak signals that will alert you in advance and prevent you from, waiting till there's really a big problem and a big impact on the business itself. So to me, that's the main difference between, for example, data observability or data monitoring. And this is also what data observability provides, that I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, we didn't really have because we didn't use those terms or we didn't think like that.
And I think you've talked about it before. In some senses, it's related to the data maturity of an organization in terms of, so what steps do you think a company needs to have reached to start looking at data observability?
It's like the data governance. At first, you have to talk about it a lot. You have to explain. You have to explain, once again, it's kind of the same process. Explaining what are the consequences if we do nothing. Mm-hmm. What kind of problem it will solve. Then also people like concrete stuff. And I don't blame them. I'm also one of those people. Also not just explaining why it is important or what will happen if we do nothing, but maybe also show them tools on the market that addresses the data observability topic. And to be able to implement that, I think we should start small. For example, we can choose a very critical data domain or data pipelines, very critical for the business, depends, it is one of the perimeter that we have that has a lot of anomalies in production. Yeah. So maybe something that we have a lot of problems with, or maybe something that is very critical for the business. So once we identify that, it's not very difficult to identify because it's like everyday's life. So here at work. So it's easy to define the scope and that's what I was saying, start small, meaning start testing 1 or 2 tools of data observability on this scope to show them what we are capable of doing or what we will be capable of doing by implementing data observability tool. And I think it's a good way to be able to convince and then move forward, deploy massively by integrating more and more data domains in the tool.
And what are the kind of success criteria that you would be looking for, or you think the business needs to see in those tests?
Okay, I think less anomalies is a good one. Second one, our predictability, maybe. Our predictability of anomalies. Third one, of course, it's kind of obvious, the trust level of the business teams and data itself, and data teams, and IT teams also, because it will show them that we are in control of the situation, and we are also able to react when it's needed. So I think it's good indicators to start.
Completely agree, although it's very interesting as data people, you were saying one likes, facts and kind of hard numbers. And one of the most important things we're seeking is trust and confidence, which is one of the hardest things to, put those metrics against. Just as we wrap up, why do you think it seems so logical, data observability, monitoring the data, within the pipelines, in context, in real time? Why do you think this is still a new topic and something that isn't necessarily widely, known yet, within the French data community and more broadly?
I think it is not known with those specific terms, but the idea itself, or what's behind it is known, it is used, it is implemented, maybe not with like a single tool that addresses the different aspects of data observability of the 5 pillars. It's till now it wasn't put all together in one single tool or one single way of doing things. But I think in the past we used to address the different topics, but separately. See? And now we call it has a name. We call it data observability. Like I said, it is structured. It has a community around it. It has tools, proper tools. So I think that's the big difference between then and now about this.
Pascale, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you today. If you would like more interviews, please visit cdomagazine.tech to see these interviews and also others with chief data officers on this topic. So thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.